It's been a number of difficult years for Alberta, and we have stayed, regardless of what people said, stayed focused on trying to support you and your families and on trying to move forward in a way that is going to continue to get top dollar for our resources while the world is still dependent on oil, and prepare the transition so your kids and your grandkids will have great jobs right here in Alberta, some in petrochemical and fossil fuel industries, certainly, but others in all the great new opportunities the world's going to bring forward. We know the world is moving this way. We want to make sure that everyone is part of that movement. That means getting things done right. That's been our focus. And it's easy in politics to pick one side and cross your arms and say the other side's wrong. It's harder, as we've found, to take a position where we are both fighting climate change and focused on growing the economy, because it gives a lot of people lots of things to criticize. But we know that this is the way that we're going to build a better future for yourselves and your kids, and that's what we're going to stay focused on. Last August, the Federal Court of Appeal told us that if we wanted to consider moving ahead with TMX, we had to do better. And they were right. So we spent the last year re-engaging with Indigenous groups to see how we could move this project along in the right way. At the end of the day, we listened, and we are acting on what we heard. And so, this past June, we approved this project. Approving the Trans Mountain expansion was big news for Albertans and big news for Canadians. You see, the successful construction and operation of TMX is in Canada's national interest. Here's why. Currently, 99% of our energy resources are sold to a single market, the United States. Anyone can tell you that in business, being tied to one customer won't keep you in the driver's seat for long. So by twinning the Trans Mountain pipeline, we'll be able to move more of our oil resources to international markets and diversify beyond the US. That's the biggest reason for our decision to move forward, but it's not the only one. This project will create thousands of good jobs for engineers, tradespeople, and construction workers from Alberta, BC, and places right across the country. This is especially important here because, as we know, folks in Alberta have had a rough go these past few years. In order to support Alberta and see Albertans get back on their feet, we have to get a fair price for our oil resources. And TMX will help us do exactly that.